Tapping the sis joint as well.
Hey, discern goddess, I'm glad I seen you and I can catch you to tell you this. I don't know what you doing, but you on fire, discern. I got three of them folks who's from Colorado and they love you, mama. Shout out to the video where you said Shador giving you props to all the aunties out there. What if I tell you all the kings giving you props? Like, where I drop the ball is where beautiful queens like you pick it up. You definitely did a great job in picking it up on the news, breaking down information, anything pertaining to Colorado, anything like that. Where I slack, a fire mama like you definitely pick up. So I just I was waiting to see you too, because I know it's my fault. I don't go live a lot. I don't be on this internet like I used to a lot. I will change that. I will be here more. In fact, I want to be on your platform more. I ain't gonna lie, you popping, and this why I be telling I didn't tell Discern to follow the program. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm proud of Discern because she knew for herself she can do it.
Big shout out to sis, another one of our main queens for sure. School Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into her channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well. Another one of our main queens for sure. School Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into her channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well.
Hey, discern goddess, I'm glad I seen you and I can catch you to tell you this. I don't know what you doing, but you on fire, discern. I got three of them folks who's from Colorado and they love you, mama. Shout out to the video where you said Shador giving you props to all the aunties out there. What if I tell you all the kings giving you props? Like, where I drop the ball is where beautiful queens like you pick it up. You definitely did a great job in picking it up on the news, breaking down information, anything pertaining to Colorado, anything like that. Where I slack, a fire mama like you definitely pick up. So I was waiting to see you too, because I know it's my fault. I don't go live a lot. I don't be on this internet like I used to a lot. I will change that. I will be here more. In fact, I want to be on your platform more. I ain't gonna lie, you popping, and this why I be telling I didn't tell Discern to follow the program. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm proud of Discern because she knew for herself she can do it.
Big shout out to sis, another one of our main queens for sure. Go Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into her channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well. Another one of our main queens for sure. Go Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into her channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well.
Hey, discern goddess, I'm glad I seen you and I can catch you to tell you this. I don't know what you doing, but you on fire, discern. I got three of them folks who's from Colorado and they love you, mama. Shout out to the video where you said Shador giving you props to all the aunties out there. What if I tell you all the kings giving you
Good morning. How y'all doing? I'm having so many technical issues. I don't know if it's a retrograde or what, but I can't seem to get everything to align this morning on YouTube. I don't know if it was because we had such a terrible game last night and the energy is off. I don't know what it is, but please, y'all, forgive me. I'm sorry for that long intro. I had to tweak some things back here in the background. But good morning, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I am Discerning Goddess over here. We love Coach Prime. We support Coach Prime and we support CU football. And we are internet aunties, internet uncles, and internet cousins. And we know that it takes a village to raise a child. But over here, we know and we believe that it takes a village to reach, teach, and train, motivate, and inspire our youth to greatness. So I'm going to try this for the third time this morning. I have been clicking away, trying to get a show together. It didn't quite work out in membership, so I am out here with everybody. So you all have a treat. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna pick up where we left off from over in membership. And let's see who we got in the room today. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I see we have Mac over here. Um, Aretha Burton. Welcome to the Queen. Good morning to the Queen. I would love to talk about that right now, Mac, but we can probably talk about it later. But yes, I did see it. We have to do some housekeeping today. We have to address some issues that we have with our team, with our coaching staff, because one thing for certain, and two things for sure, we cannot continue with business as usual when it comes to playing these games. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody come on in the room. Can y'all do me a favor and share this out and let's get some more people in the room. I appreciate it. And let me know if y'all want to come up today on the panel and give your perspective, your opinion, your thoughts, you know, regardless of what everybody think, I do welcome differences in opinion and other people's views. So don't let me be the only one that sounds off and over here doing all the talking. Y'all know y'all can get in on this too. So shout out to all the aunties. Shout out to all the uncles. And yeah, let's get started. Let's get started, y'all. I've been at this for a minute this morning, and for whatever reason, I was having so many technical issues. So I just thought, like, let me just go live straight up on my channel on so everybody could see it. Because members only was acting kind of janky. So I had to send a technical assistance report to YouTube because it was just strange, very strange. So let's get over here and see what Coach Prime was talking about. I will stop it every now and then, pause it every now and then to give my commentary and for YouTube purposes. Okay, let's go.
I got a lot of respect for Coach Whittingham, and he kicked my butt today. It was one-on-one with me and him, and he won by a significant margin. Love him, appreciate him, love his endurance, his longevity.
And let's start right here. Coming out the gate, we know Coach Prime is a kind man, a spiritual man, a godly man, um, all around good person. But I understand he has respect for Coach Winningham and all the coaches that he competes with, but this is still a competition. And what I would like to know from y'all, and I could be wrong, and y'all can come up here, like Coach Prime, it's a time for peace and it's a time for war. Like when you're competing, you go in the game. He goes in with respect and love for the opposing coach. The opposing coach don't want to respect you until he whoop your behind. He's telling his team to go over there and slap the dog shit out of your players. He's been scheming and plotting and preparing to whoop you. So I love humility, but there's a time to have a little bit more fire lit under you. And I don't know. It's like Coach Prime went in that game expecting it to be complimentary football, and it probably was. But they were not playing. They were not on the same team. You supposed to have a little bit of I'm coming to whoop you and we'll be friends later. And I hate that he approaches games like this because them people, and y'all know who I'm talking about when I say them people don't feel the same way about him. Everybody is coming to beat Deion Sanders. And not only beat him, they're coming to humiliate him. They are coming to make a statement. So I love Coach Prime, but I hate that he appears to be, a bit docile when it comes to his opponents. And I don't know if it's because he wants to have a certain reputation or demeanor in D1 football, but baby, them D1 coaches don't see that. They coming to beat your ass. Let's go.
The attitude of his team resembles the attitude that he has for himself. This is bad. It's probably the worst beating I've ever had, except for when my
And granted, let's also remember this presser was last night. And for whatever reason, they didn't put this out until this morning. So a lot of editing took place on this presser. Even well off and reached the people didn't put their videos out. They didn't put their pressers out. You know, um, pregame put a presser out, but you couldn't hear the questions. The audio was so bad. Like who you gotta struggle listen. You know what I mean? So it's so many dynamics, and it was so eye opening watching that game last night. But I just want to hear what Coach Prime got to say. Let's go.
mama whooped me as a kid, 422 yards rushing. You ain't winning. You're not winning. Yeah, 300 yards, you're not winning. 250, you're not winning. It's not capable. Total offense, 140 yards, you're not winning. You're not winning. They had 587 yards of total offense. You're not winning. With that, special teams gave up a fake punt as well as a block punt. You're not winning. So all three phases, we got our butts kicked. Um,
Elijah, you say he don't have the same players like last year. That is why he's talking like that. It's a lot. Like, no, we don't have the same players last year. And honey, that was a one of a kind um team he had last year, specifically the wide receiving core in Shador. Okay, that was a one of a kind team. There will never ever for the next 150 years be another Travis that plays to that level in college football. Okay, so coupled with him having medical issues in the beginning of the season, and he wasn't even there at the facility to oversee or coordinate and manage his staff. He wasn't there to get those initial relationships in with the players, especially the new ones. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. You anybody that works with groups, you know there has to be some camaraderie. The dynamic has to mesh. Like when you put your fingers together and close them like a gate, that dynamic has to mesh. So it's like there's no cohesiveness that we can see. And it starts with the coaches and the quarterback. Let's go.
Kicked. Let's go.
Yeah, go ahead. So I think Coach, we have heard those coaches, the new personnel with the team. What was the conversation with Coach Livingston like?
Wasn't pleasant.
And you said the film they watched was totally different. What they played, CU CU needs to start doing. The one thing about CU, everybody knows they're going to run the ball. Exactly. And everybody knows Pat Schumer is not going to do any extravagant and different play calls. And at this point, obviously, they have, studied Robert Livingston so much so they know what he's going to do. You said he in recruiting. I hope so. No, I encourage that. I hope so because they have to have tough conversations. Tough conversations have to be had. Like we can't keep people around just because I like you. You have to be valuable. You have to add valuable, and there needs to be results, positive outcomes, successful outcomes. Coach Prime can't just have a lot of people around him just because he wants to give them an opportunity. They get paid too much not to be, you know, uh, effective. Let's go.
What made it so difficult for you guys to stop the run right from the get-go?
Just,
Out the gate, he asking about Robert Livingston. If y'all look at my thumbnail, there was a moment in the game where Coach Prime lost his cool. When I say he lost his mind, so the reporter out the gate asked him, "What made it so difficult for them to stop the run?" Let's see what Coach Prime have to say.
we didn't do our jobs. We didn't prepare our kids profoundly.
Okay, if you listen, he said, "We didn't do our jobs. We didn't prepare our youth profoundly." So who is he talking about? He's talking about himself, but mainly and most importantly, he's talking about Robert Livingston, the the defensive staff, which includes Coach Mathis with those I don't know what to call those DBs he got over there with Preston Hodge and DJ McKinney. Like what in the world? Okay, the entire defensive staff. Like Robert, like are you scared to talk to your staff? Are you scared to approach these players? It can't just be on paper. Like they don't have that dog mentality. It ain't nothing but a team full of cats. And I mean a team full of cats. They even if they were dogs, playing next to somebody who don't play hard as you, eventually you will tuck your tail too and stay, or you will leave and find your team that's full of like-minded, more athletic people who like to win just like you. They don't have the dog mentality at all. They got ran over like a freight train.
So, hey, coach, with the extra week to kind of scout and game
And you
plan,
go out there and play like that.
why do you think you guys look kind of so unprepared on both sides of the ball?
So that question right there is what the people were asking last night on Twitter. Why did they play so terrible and they had 2 weeks to prepare? See, a question like that is questioning your job. I'm just letting you know. A question like that questions your presence. Why are you here if you had all this time to prepare and now we look like this?
The way we practice, the way we prepared, is no way that should happen. There's no way the physicalness that we exuded all week long, it's no way.
I agree, Elijah, and I said in other spaces too. I say by Travis being so talented and so explosive and passionate, he really made a lot of people either look good or didn't shine the light on them because everybody was watching Travis. They didn't watch DJ, they didn't watch Preston. But I do remember last year, everybody was telling DJ to turn his head around all last year, and he's just starting to do that this game. Then also, you had Shador. Like between Travis Shador and that receiving core we had last year, it really made coaches' jobs easy, along with Nakai Hill Green, BJ. I mean, Nakai Hill, I think his name is BJ Green, okay? And those key people we had on defense. It made coaches' jobs easy. When you have someone that's extremely talented, it's a blessing. But you gotta be careful because you will get comfortable and forget how to coach.
The consistency. The only thing we were consistent in is, I guess, penalties. We didn't have penalties, right? What we were 2 penalties, something like that. That was great. 2 for 15 yards. I'm proud of that. That's about the only thing. It's the only thing I'm proud of.
Offensive line, which has seemed to gain traction over the week, seemed to have a setback today. Could have
Yeah,
identified
they
a
blitz
blitz.
us to death. They're still
Yeah.
blitzing us right now. And we inside. They still blitzing us right now. And guess what? I just told them, be ready for the next week. Cat's out the bag.
And at this point in the season, everybody knows what to do with CU. This is taking us right back to 2023. I told y'all, I'm having PTSD. We look like the 2023 team. We will be lucky if we come out 4-8 like we did, we would just we'll be lucky.
Be ready for it.
Hey, Coach, it's easy to look at a game like that and look at the quarterback, but when he doesn't have that kind of time, how difficult is that for Caden to get anything going?
It's difficult.
Man, Coach Prime don't even want to talk about Caden Salter. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? He's so sick of that boy. He is utterly disgusted with Caden Salter's presence. Okay? I told y'all last night was probably Caden's last game.
Coach, you just said how much respect you have for Coach
Yeah.
Whittingham, and this is obviously a tough question to answer, but when you look at his program and the sustainability that they've built, that's where, I mean, you're trying to get there.
Yeah.
What do you think is separating you from maybe a little bit more progress?
That's a great question. Stability in certain areas. But the thing about it, those areas show up and they show glimpses of success. Sometimes you just are dumbfounded, man. You just look at this thing and like, wow, like what happened? There's no way. There's no way.
Coach Prime, Coach Prime, Coach Prime. Listen, we have to be honest with ourselves. And when I say this, I hold his hand and I say this with the most respect. What happened is you have to micromanage your staff in a political and American climate like this. Everybody on your team ain't on your team. Everybody that's coaching for you, Coach Prime, they don't want you to win. There's no way in hell you can end up with an OC and a DC that are playing equally terrible. I don't even understand why this keeps happening to Coach Prime. I understand, but to say it out here, I don't think y'all are ready for it. But Sean Lewis, terrible OC. Last year, Coach Schumer had the opportunity. He didn't even OC. Shador drew up the plays and came up with the schemes. Okay. He made Schumer's game very easy. Now, this is the year Schumer has to do his job, and he does absolutely nothing. I told y'all once, and I tell y'all again, with the history of America and how America was created, white men are not made to be under black leadership. They will eventually undermine the leadership. For real, Jen. Hey, Jen J. I didn't understand. Kaden, you holding the side of your helmet all night. Just call a play. Do what you know works. And that was the problem I had with him in the beginning. His decision making. I mean, even Starr had the know-it-all to say, I'm not going to do no quarterback sneak. Y'all can call him scary. Y'all can call him whatever y'all want to call him. First of all, him and Jordan was out there arguing on the field. Jordan, with all due respect, baby, you don't tell the quarterback what to do. And Staub was not hearing it. He was like, I ain't finna do that. Stop, y'all can forget having that conversation. Salter needs to focus on his master's, focus on his degree, and see what career opportunities are coming up for him. If he can go to the draft, but I don't know if he's gonna get drafted. Let me go because I'm talking a lot.
Coach, you mentioned to Mark Johnson this week that you would see some discipline things that happen, guys being late.
Yeah.
It's like Omarion, Joseph Williams. I assume
Yeah.
those were two of them.
Yeah.
How does that set the tone for a week when guys are late? Guys are supposed to be
Yeah,
leaders.
our guys don't care about that. The rest of the guys, they business as usual because that's life. You know, they've been through high school, you know, youth ball. Guys
And to the point of Omarion and probably even Joseph, I just wish that I don't even know the conversation he had with them before they left, but there's a government shutdown taking place. To my understanding, the airports are a complete utter disaster. It's gonna take you 2 days and 3 nights to get through TSA. So I don't know why they even left Colorado. Okay, I don't. At the bye week, they need to fly people in. Nobody needs to go home, and they shouldn't have went home during this time where the airports are so uncertain.
Done stupid things in life, so that does not, they're like, for them, it's next man up. Now it's another guy has an opportunity to get in there and do his thing, so that's what it was. They're not flustered or bothered by that.
I guess for kind of follow up to that,
Yes, sir.
for you as a coach, how frustrating is that when two of your leaders are doing
Yeah,
that?
don't use that word lightly.
I guess
Using that
two
word,
of
yeah,
your
don't.
leading receivers, I guess.
And Brian House so messy. He know Coach Prime don't consider nobody on that team a leader right now. Let me tell you something about these media people. They know how to get a reaction out of you, boy. Coach Prime said, "Don't use that word loosely."
Coach, how frustrating is that when two of your leaders are doing
Yeah,
that?
don't use that word lightly.
I guess
Using that
two
word, yeah,
of your
don't.
leading receivers, I guess. I'll say.
But don't throw that leadership word around. We don't do that. We don't put that on everybody. You know.
Yeah, Jen, the airports was rough, and I just feel like, and this is what I mean when I say Coach Prime needs to have people around him that speak up. That support staff, everybody from the top to the bottom, everybody is responsible for the outcome of this program. And somebody has to have the courage enough, the respect enough, the civility and concern enough to go to Coach Prime and say, I know we're on the bye week, coach, but can we come up with a plan? Because the airports are a mess, and it's possibly possible that a few of our players may have issues coming back into Colorado. Can we just present something else? Other options for them for their bye week. I don't know how it's going to feel with them going home. And that's all it takes. A phone call, a quick knock on his door. Can I come in for a second? You know what I'm saying? Go in there and put that on his mind, sit it on his desk, or he can have a housekeeping meeting before all these boys get on the plane and go in their different directions. Because at the end of the day, they get enough NIL and collective money to fly people into Boulder. They could have just stayed in Boulder and had their bye week and spent time with their families, their girlfriends and partners and loved ones and whatever else they had to do. But um having Omarion miss so much of the game, I don't think that even mattered. Even if Omarion and Joseph would have been in there, I think it would have been similar. Would we have had more points on the board? Absolutely. I think if Caden Salter would have made an accurate ball, okay? If Caden Salter could, because to be honest, I think the boy needs glasses. Some people say he has trouble processing information, okay? And I think it's all of the above.
That.
How do you react to this in the coming days? I guess you don't want to overreact, but you also have to address it.
Well,
Lay down.
it'll be addressed. It's been addressed and it'll be addressed even more. Till I get it all out of me.
Coach,
Hold
talk
on.
about that leadership.
React to this in the coming days. I guess you don't.
Yeah,
Two of your leading receivers, I guess. I'll say.
but don't throw that leadership word around. We don't do that. We don't put that on everybody. You know that.
How do you react to this in the coming days? I guess you don't want to overreact, but you also have to address it.
Well, it'll be addressed. It's been addressed and it'll be addressed even more. Till I get it all out of me.
Coach, talk about that leadership aspect. What do you need to see from your guys in order for that to improve? Or who needs to
Well,
step
that
up?
starts with me. That starts with the coaching staff. Let's forget the guys for a minute. Let's start at the top.
What do you need to do then yourself?
I'm trying to figure that one out. I really am.
Coach, obviously, this is really tough. It's going to be tough until you get over it, like you
Yeah,
just said.
yeah.
But you still do have, bowl eligibility in front of you this season. Like there's
We
a
ain't
lot
thinking about
left.
no bull right now. We thinking about this moment. Let's grade this moment. Let's figure out why this happened, and let's make sure the precaution.
And sometimes you gotta dial the media back because they asking him about a bowl. This man looked like he just got through crying. It's not funny. But why would you ask him about a bowl game when they just got violated in the worst way? This game was worse than the Oregon game. Okay? It was embarrassing, humiliating. Okay? This game literally took away the manhood of everybody on their football team and coaching staff. Why would you ask him about the daggone bowl? Hold on, somebody asked me a question up there. Give me a moment. You said, Elijah said, do you think Utah and Oregon did some type of juice that came to me both? Listen, they was damn sure on something. You know what I mean? Along with, and granted, both teams are diverse, but if you take a look at how hard those those white boys play against our black boys, this is more than football to them. This is their opportunity to take out their frustration, their anger, their disdain, and to get their lick back for for whatever reason. Let's be honest. Let's have this real conversation. See, it's a sport, right? But there, when you're competing, but understand that your competition don't even like you as a person. They don't even like you as a people. So for them, they're playing a contact sport where they can take out their anger and frustration and their disdain for you, and it's justified. So you got to approach things differently. They're approaching the game like, oh, we're just going to go slide down the slide and go around and push the merry-go-round. Whole time they about to go to the playground and get bullied. They about to get bullied in the worst way, dumped on their head, get wedges, all kind of stuff. You know, so that's what I mean. That along with they may be sipping on something. I.e., experimenting in the weight room with other things that give them, a little bit of push. And I agree, Jen. I totally agree. We can't be all in the videos, all in the song, all over the place with all of this, vigor and masculine energy on the well off video, and then get in the game and act like you scared to fight. I don't like that either. I can't stand it. Let's go. Oh my God, y'all. Hold on, let's go.
It don't happen again, but let's identify why. Let's identify the why first. That's what I want to know, why. Okay, what about this play? Why? Who was that? What about that play? Why? Why can't we get the ball off? Why? You know, why? I need to know all these whys before we can move on and even think about something down the street. I'm not a down the street thinker. I'm a now guy.
Safe to say, not.
Coach Prime said he's a now guy, but we should have been a now guy like 4 games ago. Coach Schumer shouldn't have been this far in the season. I'm just respectfully stating. Schumer should have been replaced, been demoted. Somebody put that up there that Schumer and Rob need to be demoted. Understand this. That picture y'all see of Coach Rob on my thumbnail, Coach Rob don't give a fuck about being demoted. He already got his mind somewhere else. And don't be surprised if he's already interviewing for the NFL or another opponent or somewhere else in the SEC. Rob know he's not gonna be there next season. He don't care about Coach Prime yelling at him or demoting him. He don't plan on being there. Look at that man's face. It says it all.
Flushing this at all.
No, not right now.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Listen, can't you see my tone?
No, I got you.
I love you guys. You guys are wonderful, and I'm trying to be as pleasant as I can, but it is what it is. I don't sugarcoat that. It is what it is. And we're going to start with me.
Anything else, Coach?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Coach, what did you tell the team kind of at halftime and after the game?
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant at all. I should probably challenge them. I'm sorry, I don't recall, but I'm most likely I challenged them, and I did.
And honestly, I do hate this for Coach Prime because I know he wants to be so successful in this division of football. But honestly, it's hard to find people that want to do a good job. It's hard to find people that are not emotional. And for whatever reason, he keeps acquiring coaches that have terrible insecurities, jealousy, and ego problems. If I don't understand, I'm gonna say this: why take a job as an OC or DC if you really want to be a head coach? Don't get in the program and undermine the head coach. Do your job. Stop acting like you're jealous. You get so angry, then you stop performing. Let me tell you something. The worst thing you can do is give me your word, and then when you feel a way about me, I can sense that now you are not putting forth your effort for this to go right and come out well. That's exactly what's happening. There's been some words had. There's been some action, some things stated. Somebody clearly feels a way because it always translates out there on the field when it comes to directing and instructing these young men to win a game. It's like, okay, I don't care. He don't care. But it's super sad. It's just terrible that he has to go through cancer. He has all these blood clot issues, and he has to focus on his health and find balance to manage a staff to coach young men to win championships. It's a lot on Coach Prime's plate, and he definitely needs to micromanage his staff. But the thing is, can he? Is he able to? Even the brothers he have around him. Like y'all need to go ahead and be his ears and eyes and bring him back information that he may not necessarily be privy to. This is what I'm talking about. He has people that don't serve him well.
Identify them as a group to stand up and step up and, all this hoopah, all this yah-yah, and all this want to look good and all this stuff, it don't work unless you.
And that's the thing. And I see this the whole time. The one thing about CU, you have coaches that can't wait to game day so they can get out there with their uniform on, put their shades on, their cap on, and wear their chains. It's like, are we here to look good? I know Coach Prime say you look good, you feel good, you play good, and you play good, you get paid good. But at the same time, there's so much focus on the outward and not the actual execution and the talent of it all.
Balling. Yeah, we in that kind of generation right now. You better want to look good and they want to, they want to get paid. But you got to ball. You got to play. That constitutes that. And we got to figure this out like now. Now.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you. God bless you. Be safe. Everybody be safe,
Coach.
please.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, for this brief intermission, y'all going to get some people in the room because baby Salt has entered the building. And I'm just going to say right now, I don't know how this going to go. Please forgive me. I'm going to do my best to be respectful and politically correct, okay? But that's for me. As for you guys, I need for y'all to show up in the chat. Tell me how you really feel, okay? Let's go. Can y'all share this video and get some more people in the room? Thank you.
Taking salt, clear my brown. Brian, you want to start? Matt, you want to start?
I guess for both of you, we'll start with Katie. Coach talked about the physicality you guys played with in practice this week and how stunned he was that you could be capable of a performance like this. Is that a shared feeling with him that this is kind of like blindsided you how you played tonight?
Yeah, most.
Okay. I'm gonna need them to just ask a question and don't lead the witness. Um, Let me go. I can't even talk right now.
Definitely, most definitely blindsided. We practiced real hard this week.
Okay, y'all help me down in the chat. How do you get blindsided if you study film? Because I know that's a real question. Because I don't know. How do you get blindsided if you had 2 weeks to prepare for the game and study film? I need some. I need y'all to help me figure this out and understand this, okay? Because I don't like excuses.
Even having the quarterbacks live on one of the days of practice, coach told us Coach told me in order for us to win at practice, he wanted me to throw 60% every day. Me throw better than 60% every day, and that's what I did. And so I felt like I did have a great week of practice. The O-line had a great week of practice. Receivers did pretty well, and even on the defensive side, it was all there this week at practice. But today was most definitely blindside.
Did it feel to you
I'm exhausted, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so exhausted. Oh God.
like that was the most pressure you've seen this year?
Man, most definitely. I feel like, I mean, I watched over 10 hours of film, and a lot of them pressures that came up today was nowhere to be found on tape. So I feel like today,
Let me tell you why. They was waiting for your black ass. That's why. They saved them pressures for you. And you gotta play like you in a fight for your life, Caden. I know you say you don't watch Shador, but you need to go back and watch Shador. Shador did not enter no game as if he wasn't there. So whoop him. Okay? You better learn how to whoop a trick as a QB. And I'm not talking about put your fist up. Your whole attitude has to say, I got this. And y'all can come this way if you want to. Shador don't play with them people. He wasn't playing with them. And that's why the NFL don't really want to fool with Shador. Because he did not let them teams dog walk his ass the whole season. I told y'all, listen, be a praying coach. Be a praying team. Love the Lord all you want. But God don't make no wimps. I don't like this simplified um presence that they appear with. You can be humble, but don't ever take your behind out this house, out that house over there, and let somebody run all over you. You going out there acting like them people like you. And then when I say you, I'm talking about that whole team. They going out there acting like them damn people like them. Y'all better go out there with the attitude that we got this and we gonna whoop their ass and then shake their hand. I hate it. I hate to see them play like this.
they schemed up the pressure just for us for this game, and no other team might see it that they play farther than us. But I feel like it happened because of the great O line that we've been having before this game. Not saying they're not great now, but still, just the great protection that the O line been giving us. They had to find ways to throw us off and make they moving points around, and just they just did great with the pressures that they were sending. It felt like they were sending more and more than we can handle every play. And
At the end of the day, Coach Prime and CU football was outplayed. They were outcoached. And when I say that outcoached, when I somebody beautifully stated in my comments, and I'm gonna pull that comment up, and I want to thank that person for sharing because um I couldn't have never said it better myself. Okay, that's why I be wishing some of y'all come up here with more football knowledge. I just speak from a behavior from the perspective that I have and the capacity that I have been involved in football, but I ain't no damn football coach. Okay, but I don't know. Let me go.
but I went 9 for 22, and I'm sure almost all of the incompletions were throwaways. So, but it was just they most definitely did a great job at scheming up the pressures that they was able to send at us today, and was very blindsided with it.
I hate excuses. Give me one moment. We're gonna come back to this. Let me share something with y'all real quick. Let me show y'all exactly what that person said. And they said in the comments, if y'all go on my last night's um live stream after the game, you'll see it. But I got it pulled up right here, so we're gonna read it now. Um, I hope I have enough space. There we go. So somebody somebody said this in the comments, and I want to give you your props because you took the time to come over here and shed light and to be so intelligent and to be kind in these comments. And a lot of times people are not. And I love your perspective. I love the mindset and the spirit in which you gave this information to me and to us in the chat. If it'll come up. Hold on. So it's a pin post because I pinned it as well, and it comes from Hollywood. I don't know. I think I know this person. Hollywood 33, 8 hours ago said, well, everyone, if you look down a few comments where I posted about Colorado, and now they at here now out here October 25th in Utah just humiliated Deion and CU and the staff. This means my read was actually from week 2. So this person came up with this outlook 2 weeks ago. Yep, I stand by what I know. Forgot about okay. I said I what I now forget about what I think or thought. What I know is truth and fact. CU proves me every Saturday. Hmm. I told everyone this 2 weeks ago. No more excuses for prime. Dion and the coaching staff are not Division 1 power four level coaches. The problem with Dion and the staff, they are trying to coach at best mid-level Division 2 football players. And y'all can respond to this in the chat too, okay? Division 2 football players that don't necessarily have a high ceiling. Okay, stop right there. When he say have a high ceiling, that screams the quarterback. If the quarterback's football intelligence is limited at best, we are not going to get the results, okay, that we intend. So I agree with that. Of course, you will have a diamond or two, and occasionally the overachiever. It says Dion and the staff were all wearing those gold jackets, honestly, are not elite level coaches. I agree. I've been saying that. What we've been doing is not working. It's not working at all. When you do something over and over again and get the same results, we know what that is. It's called insanity. So Coach Prime has to go back. He has to do a clean slate. He really does. And he's going to address that too. He said elite coaches that were elite players. What he said, those gold jackets honestly are not elite level coaches. They were elite players. Now they believe they can keep up with these high level, cerebral, schematic type young coaches out here that are deep thinkers that didn't necessarily have those athletic, physical attributes to play the game. So they played it with their minds, and that's a difference. You can have a physically uh physical presence, and you can also have somebody who's not physically intimidating but smart as hell and run circles around you in the right atmosphere. And see, and what we saw last night is the mind won, intelligence won. And I don't care. Y'all know how I feel about people, but at the same time, you got to say what call a thing a thing. They had way more strategic planning over there on the other side of that field. You just can't go into things thinking you're going to show up and be present. What was your strategy? I love what this person said. Um, and so tend to recruit the okay, hold on, let me go back up. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. Young coaches out there that are deep thinkers that didn't necessarily have those athletic physical attributes to play the game, so they played it with their minds. That is super, that is true. 1000% true. And so tend to recruit and coach young players that can retain both mentally and handle those tasks placed in front of them physically. See, gotta have balance. I talked about balance. CU was out coached, outplayed, and it wasn't like Houston was world beaters next week. Houston possibly get their heads busted to the white meat, LOL. At the end of the season, Dion needs to strongly get rid of those gold jackets that don't have a clue about reaching the type of children that didn't have their football IQ and abilities, right? Because a lot of you have to have relatable coaches, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on, because I done been there. Unfortunately, it appears that Alabama, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Texas, USC, Oregon, Georgia, LSU type players of the world will not be running alongside Ralphie. So basically, he said they can forget about thinking some of them players gonna ever come to Colorado. They ain't coming over there. That's crazy. From the end zone to the end zone. So it's time for Prime to to scrape that playbook, scrap that playbook, get rid of all of his coordinators, those coaches that's no longer adding value to this collegiate game. Come on, man. Y'all go over there and like this. Like this comment down there. Like show him some love. And it gets better, y'all. It gets better. He say, go and recruit you some smart, handsome, good-looking, articulate, athletic, mid-major, high school, okay, possibly Division II football coaches. Let me tell you, when I read that part, I was over here screaming because I totally agree. I totally agree. It say, I would start with the University of Central Arkansas head football coach as a top coordinator of his specialty. That's what type of coaches Prime need on his staff tonight. CU look like a HBCU team with a white QB, and they were coached and played like that as well. I am just keeping it 100. Thank you. Always keep it 100, y'all. Go inside that last night's video titled Humiliated, and find this comment and go like it, and share your comments with Hollywood 33. Thank you, beloved, for that beautiful explanation. See, I need y'all around me because see, I was thinking this the whole time. I just couldn't put it in words. I just couldn't put it in words, but I appreciate it. But like, I mean, everybody sees it. So it's hard for me to believe that Coach Prime don't see it either. Listen, Elijah, you said no other team coaches have to put up with backstabbing, buying players on your team. Some players blocking for one and not blocking for others. It's a mutiny in Colorado. It appears that the locker room is out of control. It do. Baby, lay down. So I had to get to that so that I can move on. Y'all, thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me. Let me go back to the video. Let's see what Jeremiah had to say. Let's go.
Defensively, hey Jeremiah, what did you guys see from their rushing attack and what made that so difficult to stop?
First of all, Jeremiah is looking like I don't know why they picked me to come to this presser and sit next to him. Jeremiah, I would love to know what was really on your mind, okay? Because he looks like he is lost.
We just didn't play fast. We didn't show up. It's just simple.
No, 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 baby. He talking about we just didn't play fast. We didn't show up. In some cases, y'all played too fast. Because had you slowed down the clock, sometimes it would have given y'all the ability to think and keep them off the field. You know? But let's
As
go.
it is. We didn't come and play. We had a great week of practice. It was physical all week of practice. And I guess we got complacent and came in game time. We didn't show up.
Yeah, just with 4 games left, how do you keep this from, lingering and being an issue that continues on with you guys next week?
I mean, we just can't quit. I feel like this is a team that won't quit.
Elijah, boom. There you have it. What Elijah said. And it's always bigger than football. It's deeper than football. And yes, Peter Supernatural movie. And yes, he is. He can't hide that.
And we're just gonna keep on going hard as we can go and just being us, man. We just gotta go out there and have fun with the game. Go out there and execute the game plan. Just keep on practicing hard and just go out there and play football. I mean, that's
I don't know about y'all, but I can't even take Caden serious. Am I the only one? He looks so unbothered, so unserious, so apathetic. Like there was a moment on the sideline, he didn't even care how terrible he was played. Shrugging his shoulders, walking over there to sit on the bench. Boy, you're terrible. I can't take him
what we
serious.
gotta do, and I feel like we're capable of finishing this season off strong.
I got one for each of you. Jeremiah, first off, their freshman quarterback starts tonight. He hasn't played a ton this year, but right off the bat, 63-yard touchdown run. What did you see different things out of him that are different from Dampier?
Nah, only difference was when it came to goal line stuff they would do instead of rolling out to the right, because number 4 was a right-handed quarterback that just rolled out left. You got him on the left side to get us some easy throws and easy reads, but they played football. I mean, they kicked our butt tonight.
Okay. I don't know if y'all caught that shade, but that was Brian Howell again asking a shady question about the freshman quarterback throwing a 63-yard pass that led to a touchdown. And he said that in Caden's face so Caden could think about how he played. Oh, y'all got to catch the shade. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Because I don't think y'all caught that shade. One thing Brian Howell going to do is be a shady trick, okay?
Nah, only difference was
Going hard as we can go and just that's what we gotta do, and I feel like we're capable of finishing this season off strong.
I got one for each of you. Jeremiah, first off, their
Brian Howell. He not. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Let me tell y'all about shade. A person can talk about you to the person sitting next to you, hold a conversation the whole time they talking about you. That is so indirect and messy. Listen, he said, Jeremiah.
freshman quarterback starts tonight. He hasn't played a ton this year.
He said freshman quarterback starts tonight. He hasn't played a ton this year. You gonna ask Jeremiah about the freshman quarterback in the presence of our QB1.
Capable of finishing this season off strong.
I got one for each of you. Jeremiah, first off, their freshman quarterback starts tonight. He hasn't played a ton this year, but right off the bat, 63-yard touchdown run. What did you see different things out of him that are different from Dampier?
Nah, only difference was when it came to goal line stuff they would do instead of rolling out to the right, because number 4 was a right-handed quarterback that just rolled.
I agree. The check has been listen. That's why I keep yelling to the top of my lungs. Forensic accountant, forensic investigators. There are a few accounts that need to be looked into, honey, because I believe people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's put it in the chat. It's a lot of people who play like they was paid for the other team, okay, to lose every game. And yes, I agree. Brian has a job to do. He gonna do it. We don't like it, but what he does is bring out and expose things that we want to see. Okay, lay down, lay down. Let me finish talking. And so yeah, he's friends with Sean Keeler. So he's gonna do Sean Keeler's bidding. But it's the with the Genesis I won't even call it Genesis say quoi. I will call him just the messy mastermindedness of it all and how he just slayed and shaded Caden in his face by making him think about you just got outplayed by a freshman quarterback as a 5th round college student, QB college student, 5 years playing as a quarterback, and you let a freshman quarterback come in here and outplay you. Essentially, that's what he's saying without
Rolled
saying it.
out left. You got them on the left side to get us some easy throws and easy reads, but they play football. I mean, they kicked our butt tonight.
And then, Caden, Coach was talking about, things will change, and things have to change after this. In your opinion, what has to change for this team to get past this game and look forward to it in November? It's could be big for you guys.
I mean, it's not nothing that I want to say, but like Coach said, things gonna change.
What's gonna change, Kaden?
Jeremiah,
He said, like Coach say, things are gonna change. What's gonna change, Kaden? Because from the looks of it, baby, your season over. We are 8 games in, 6 games in, and you have been the most consistent person on the whole team.
is this one of those where, I mean, you get your butt kicked, right? And there's just, I mean, you kind of got to throw your hands up and move forward because you guys did come off, probably your best win of the season last week or 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Throw our hands up. What you mean?
I'm
Quit?
saying like, no, I'm saying like kind of like flush it and move on.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's any game. Win, lose, or draw. You gotta flush it. Forget the next play. That was one of our keys. Is we forget the next play. I mean, forget the last play, and just keep moving forward. I feel like as players, we just gotta step up as leaders.
But there's a sense of confidence in this group still, right?
Oh yeah,
Most
yeah.
definitely.
There's
Most definitely.
no quit at all. I love this team. And the team, y'all just
I understand that they say there's no quitting, but y'all quit it. Y'all quit on the field. Everybody quit. The players quit. The coaches quit. Everybody quit on each other in themselves. Why do you think Salter was giving that? Well, somebody recruited him, and that's why I said, Coach, whoever recruited him, because I know Coach Prime didn't. Whoever recruited him, Coach Prime needs to have a conversation and revisit it and say, what did you see in him that made you bring him to me and think he was going to be a good fit for this program in a of the leader or the dog that we need at quarterback? Coach Prime needs to have that conversation for whoever pitched Salter and sold Salter to Coach Prime. I do believe too that while Coach Prime was out sick, recovering from cancer, dealing with his blood clots, I believe his staff took advantage of him. Lay down. His staff took advantage of him. They saw Coach Prime was vulnerable and he wasn't lucid enough to make those decisions and have those important conversations about details. Okay, when adding pieces into the dynamics of that locker room. So Coach Prime has to also consider the fact that he may have some people that he loved dearly that took advantage of his absence, that took advantage of his illness and gave him people, they just didn't do their jobs well. And for that, they need to be let go. That's my answer to that. And I believe he is a great person, but he is not a good fit for this team. And those are the tough things we need to consider. A person can be a good person, they can be nice, they can be a lot of things, but they just can't if they're not a good fit to give you the results that you need, to add value that need, they're just not a good fit. And we just can't keep people around because we want to give them an opportunity. That doesn't end well. Okay, go potty. Y'all, I'm sorry. Welcome to the weekend over here at my house. It comes with a million interruptions. Turn the light on. Yeah. So yeah, like no, we gotta stop this. Just because I like you, just because I've known you for 25 years, you can work for me. But are they effective? They're making Coach Prime look silly.
I wish y'all could come to practices and see the energy in practice. I just feel like we got to do a better job of preparing for these late games.
I guess for both of you guys, how do you give reassurance to the fans watching back home that you're going to be able to stay confident and rebound next week?
I mean,
And that was a simple question. And stop breathing like that. Boy, you huffing, puffing, inhaling, exhaling like that was a hard question to answer. That wasn't a hard question to answer. Yes, baby. Okay, I'm coming. Y'all give me a moment.
we in this for our team. As much as we love the fans, those are the outsiders. We're playing for everybody who works inside our facility, everybody that we go day to day grinding with, and that's that. Like
Where?
we're here to please the fans, but at the same time, we're here to please ourselves, and everything that we do are for us and each other.
Anything else for these guys?
I almost made it.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks, gentlemen. That's
You
it.
finished?
Thank you.
Okay.
If I were him, I'd bundle my home and auto and pick up the real victory, savings.
So y'all, that's the. Are you finished? Are you ready to get up? Go live with y'all at the same time. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, sweetie. Y'all, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Give me a few seconds. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I am back. Had to take an emergency break with this little one sitting next to me. Goodness. So I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take that break because I have a 3-year-old that was didn't want to take a nap downstairs with everybody else, and so I have to keep him up here with me, and he decided that it was time for him to go potty. So real life stuff happening over here, y'all. Real life stuff. So let me get into this chat. Let me see how the village feels. What y'all feel? Put it in the chat. Let me know what's up. So it's good to see everybody here. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If you're new here, I'm discerning Goddess, and over here we love Coach Prime. We support Coach Prime and we support CU football. And we are considered, or we see ourselves as internet aunties, internet uncles, and internet cousins. We know that it takes a village to raise a child. Over here, we know that it takes a village to reach, teach, train, inspire, and motivate our youth to greatness. And I love you. Go to sleep. No, go to sleep. Good night. So yeah, so what we are doing right now is we just got through reviewing last night's presser. I was trying to live stream it last night, but they didn't post it last night. So I have reason to believe that it was heavily edited for whatever reason, out of respect for the loss, but a loss is a loss, and that was a terrible way to lose. So I thank y'all so much for participating in the chat and showing up. Don't be afraid to put your thoughts down. And again, I told y'all before, don't be afraid to tap this link. I am not the only one you know, that has a perspective, that has an opinion. All that I ask is that you don't, just show some. Again, we love Coach Prime. We support Coach Prime over here. You can give your criticism, but do it in a way that it still has some civility attached to it. I hope that makes sense. Because I don't talk crazy about him over here, but there is a time and a place where we have to say what it is and call a thing a thing. And today is that day because unfortunately, I don't think Coach Prime is surrounded by true friends over there on that coaching staff and in that program. And someone brought to my attention this morning that if Coach Prime is let go, if he loses his coaching job, there are so many people that he brought along the way um, that will also lose their job. Okay. So it's a tough thing. It's tough to think about, especially when you hear so many crazy conversations taking place on the internet, on other people's platform, and they're telling somebody to get fired, they shouldn't have a job. But you're talking about Coach Prime, just understand that there is a trickle down effect. When he or if he gets let go, there are so many families that will also lose their incomes. And see, and that's a tough decision that he has to make. This is why he has to clean this up right now. He has to give people an opportunity. Hey, listen, this is not working out. This is going to be your last season with us. He needs to tell them that now. He needs to have somebody that he trusts right now, vetting others, pulling resumes and all that stuff of capable people who can come in. But he definitely needs to have that tough conversation with more than just a lot of people on his staff to let them go ahead and put their resignation in and just let them know this is the last season I'm doing this. It's been nice. Boom, boom, boom. We're going in another direction because he's looking crazy. At the end of the day, I don't care how bad Rob Livingston coaches, calls plays, or don't call plays. I don't care how terrible and useless Pat Schumer appears to be. At the end of the day, Deion Sanders is the head coach, and that is who everybody is going to hang um these terrible and humiliating losses on. Ms. V said, please don't put out negative comments about someone's child. Be kind. I agree. That's the way it is when you. Yep, these are my little ones. Yep. Who y'all was talking about, G and J, when you said two separate incidents involving a legend? Who you was talking about? Oh, I know who you was talking about. Boom, boom, boom. I remember. It just clicked. Some of y'all forget or simply don't know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And see, and if he's still self-medicating, that understands why he seems so um that now I understand why he seems so out of it. You know what I'm saying? He speaks so airheadedly. Mama. It's up there. A lot of us know. Hi, Miss Anyway. Thank y'all for being here. A lot of y'all are new to the chat. Make sure y'all subscribe while y'all here. Aretha said Salsa is a great person, but he has to be able to think like an NFL quarterback and take charge. Unfortunately, I think NFL quarterback is out of his reach, and that's just my opinion. Y'all can tell me what y'all think down there, but I definitely want him to think about his other options. Like I said, he can go to the draft, but I don't know if he's going to get drafted. You saw what they did to Shador, and Shador was the number one draft pick, right? And they suppressed him. They suppressed him to the fifth round. And that's the talent of Shador Sanders, somebody who's proven. Saucer is not even half of the quarterback that Shador is. And that's me respectfully stating. And see, it's hard to have these conversations because some people be like, Um, be nice. But that's the problem with CU. Everybody is too nice. There's nobody around there saying the truth, as far as I know. Because if people were told the truth and it was taken care of, we wouldn't have this what we saw last night. Schumer would have been gone by game 4, game 3 maybe, right? And Rob Livingston wouldn't be afraid to get his coaching staff. He wouldn't be intimidated by his coaching staff. Like over here, y'all know I can't do anything but tell the truth. And sometimes it comes with a dose of medicine instead of it being hidden in the orange juice. I hope y'all understand. And I don't mind the conversation back and forth. It's called a dialogue. We're all adults. And when I open up and I say we the village, we love Coach Prime, we support Coach Prime, I would be remiss if I didn't call out what I see. Somebody or several people took advantage of his vulnerability, of his absence when he was dealing with and trying to recover from cancer. And they just put anybody on that damn team. If Corey put out an email and said, send me your recruits, who did you talk to? Who did you text? Who is your number 1 and 2 recruits you have on your list? And people just probably pulled their cousin, nephew, their neighbor's child, sent them their neighbor's child, somebody from the neighborhood that need an opportunity that want to get to Colorado, running from the law, all kind of shit. Excuse my language. They sent him any and everybody that wasn't proven. And as the director of personnel, he trusts that the position coaches have done their due diligence, have researched these players, have talked to them, have talked to the people in the community, have talked to the coaches at the high school. I know how this go, y'all. I know how this go. I can't even put my resume on here and tell y'all who I am and what I really do, but I know how this goes. It's people looking out for each other, and they ended up sending people, children to Colorado who shouldn't even be there. The truth is, you have Caleb Mathis and Stoudemire. They were walk-ons, I think, at first, but they had Caleb Mathis as an academic scholarship. He came to Colorado smart. He might not see the field, even though his daddy is the DB coach, but he could be at Colorado because he has the grade point average to be there. There are young men at Colorado when people just put them on the list and sent them to Corey. Now, Corey, and to your staff, did y'all follow up and do y'all due diligence? Because every level needs a check and balance. Because how in the heck did we end up with Caden Salter? Just by the character. Let's start there with character. You know what I'm saying? I know we want to give people a second chance, but this is not jail. Just because somebody ran into some issues at their other school and they want to get past that, and we're gonna bring them to Colorado for a new chance. We ain't got time. We don't have time for second chances. That's re-entry stuff. Now you're talking about people who getting out of jail. No, we don't do that over here. We need elite players, players that respect authority. Okay, that have discipline, that are used to hearing the sound of a man's voice when it gets loud. Not somebody that's gonna whimper, oh my God, you're yelling at me. My dad, my mom don't even talk to me like that. No, y'all need to find out before y'all bring them to Colorado if they can sit under, stand under, play under masculine men. That they're not gonna crumble when somebody tells them they're wrong. This is what I'm talking about. Because today's youth are not used to discipline in the way that Coach Prime runs his program. And the key to success is find the child who comes from a disciplined household. And typically, shout out to moms, we do a great job. But typically those young men who grow up in the house with their daddy, surrounded by men who check them in the chest, they respond differently when they're talked to by a man. And I know it's somebody that'll disagree with me wholeheartedly. But listen, this is a real fact. This is the generation in the climate of gentle parenting. People are scared to tell their children the truth. People are scared to hold their children accountable because the child might get loud with them. And now you send them to college to play football or to play a sport that requires them to be disciplined and focused. And the moment somebody says something to them, they face looking 50 different ways. Hmm. What Jen just said. I know I ain't crazy. I can tell. If y'all are not aware, Jen J is a credible, and when I say credible, she's highly credible. Y'all can have your conversations down there in the chat, that's fine. But understand when she's speaking, understand she knows what she's talking about because she's in the recruiting industry, y'all. So shout out to everybody. Thank you, Jen J, for sharing. She's very credible when she gives her insight. But that, I mean, this wasn't even a beautiful disaster. This was a train wreck, and I just hope and desire that for Coach Prime that he gets to do some housekeeping, and that he figures out a way to have tough conversations with his friends and freedom. As much as I love my friend, we do two totally different things in life, right? And I know I can't thrive in her industry, and she probably can't thrive in mine. But giving her an opportunity to work on my team would probably be detrimental to me and my job. We got to stop this. I saw people celebrating online because Carter Starkmeyer was not playing. Listen, I would love to know or hear from Coach Prime as to why he puts Carter Starkmeyer in the game. I don't believe that Carter has found his position yet. You know, he struggles in everything. Every position they put him in, he struggles. And it becomes a burden to the team, the outcomes. Y'all want me to pull up the injury report? Give me a moment. Let me pull up the injury report. Until then, let's take a look at this. This right here will go down in history as the most humiliating game. Not for Colorado football, but for every player on their team, every coach in the school, and the school as well. Hold on. Wait a minute, sweetie. I'm accessing the injury report. Y'all give me one moment. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what is it like. Why haven't we gotten a hold to this season yet? Like something is off. Are the lights too bright? You know, what in the heck? Because this is terrible. I didn't say a bad word, baby. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. So this 3-year-old sitting next to me said I said a bad word. He said I said the word heck. I apologize. I try not to say that, okay? Y'all come get your nephew. Hold on, hold on. Can y'all tell me who put the injury report out? Because I don't see it on Colorado football. I think injury. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I found it. I found it. Let's go. This is why I be telling y'all, please don't play me in the speaker. Please don't play me in the speaker. Child, because one thing these new children will do is tell you when you wrong, child. Let's go. I found the injury report. Let's go. So, yeah. Yeah, that's something to think about. Like, how are you injured on your week off? I got it up. I got it. So let me enlarge it. Let me enlarge. I don't know if it'll get bigger. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see that because I could barely see it. But let me look at this real quick. I'm looking on my phone. Okay, here we go. So the injury report says Colorado's updated injury report. Decalon Taylor no longer listed as out. Makari Vickers listed as doubtful. Sam Okonolo no longer listed as out. Jack Castera no longer listed as out. Not sure if we will see the latter two again for the Buffs, but it will be interesting. So basically, say not sure we see the latter two for the Buffs. So first of all, I stop right there and say Sam Okonola and Jack Castera, are they even still on the team? That's the question. I can't it doesn't it's not a video, so I can't enlarge it. But go to Locked on Bus. It's up there. And I'll try let me see if I can do something else. Let me hold on. I think I could pull it up for you guys in a different way. Give me a moment. I'm showing all my business, but give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'll try to pull it up on StreamYard. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see it better this way. Can y'all see it better this way? So, according to this list, they said not sure if you will see the latter two again for Buffs, but will be interesting. So, is he alluding to that Sam Okonola and Jack Castera are no longer with the team? That's a question for y'all. So, let's look at this injury report. Out, Hakeem Williams. a wide receiver, running back Simeon Price. Now I love me some Simeon Price, y'all. I was concerned when he was out. Yaya, Aki, um, R.J. Johnson, Makari Vickers, Manatumani, Nakia Webb, questionable, um, probable. What does probable mean? What does probable mean, y'all? Y'all help me with this. Help me read between the lines, cause honey, I know what out means. Out means you can't play. If your injury is your injury, you cannot play, right? Doubtful, I doubt it. Meaning I doubt it. For whatever reason, it's more 80-20 than it is 50-50, right? That's why I see doubtful. Y'all help me clarify. So questionable is Nikhil Webb. Like it depends, right? It depends. Nikhil Webb and Nikhil Webb, is that the young man who was out with cancer? Is Am I correct? And then probable, meaning it's a possibility. We gotta look into this some more, okay? We talked about probability yesterday. Okay, it says Tion Park, Carter Stoutmeyer, Braden Key, Reginald Hughes, Amari McNeil. Really? You really quit on the team? Brandon Davis Swain, Akeem Barnes, and Tafiq Thomas. Like y'all got a lot of nerve to see. And this is defense, y'all. This says a lot. This is defense, y'all. This is defense. That's what it looked like. This is defense. So now I gotta go back to Rob Livingston. Rob Livingston, what in the heck is happening over there on your side of the football team? Do they not want to play for you? Do they not want to play for Sap? Do they not want to play for who we got over here? Mama. Got two cornerbacks. Mama. Lay down. I'm talking. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. Do they not want to play for Coach Mathis? What in the heck is going on? The whole damn defense, y'all. Do y'all see this list? Now, I don't know who that kept telling me to look at the injury list. Look at it. What you want me to see? What y'all want me to see? They are definitely quiet quitting. They say, get somebody else to do it. Defense, are you kidding me? I'm about to be in everybody inbox. They finna block me. Oh my God, I have to laugh to keep from cussing. This is some mud junk. Probable. I would love to know what were the so-called injuries. And it goes back to me saying, I believe at this point in time, some of these players are being tampered with. I believe that they have recruiters contacting them and they are waiting for the portal so they can get a bigger check. They on to the next finesse, honey. They are on to the next finesse. Oh, I'm not finna get injured. I'm hurt. My ankle hurt. Well, you better hope that X-ray shows a hairline fracture, or we gonna stop your check, okay? And I hope and pray that Coach Prime put some contingencies in these collective agreements, in these contracts that they sign, because I wouldn't be paying them a daggone thing if they come up to me at the 11th hour talking about they injured off a bye week. For real. For real. I don't know who told me to look at this, but yeah. This is crazy. This explains a lot. This explains a lot, y'all. So we done been here for an hour and 35 minutes. If y'all not gonna come up here and hang out with me, I'm about to go. I don't know why y'all do me like this. I love y'all though. That just shocked me. That just shocked the heck out of me just now, y'all. For real. This is real time. I was just shocked by that list. Oh my God, this is some sad mess right here. And again, I feel bad for Coach Prime. I feel so bad for him because what can he do? What do you do? Either they don't want to play for him, for Coach Prime, or they don't. Oh, y'all, I know what it is. It just clicked. Okay, okay, it just clicked. It just clicked. Do y'all think they feel a way about Block Bully talking to them crazy and they decided not to play to prove a point? If we so soft, if we so sorry, why don't you come back here and suit up and play then? Y'all remember that video that was put out about a week ago? Block Bully talked to them real crazy. Is that what it is? Oh, y'all forgot. Let me show y'all. Hold on one second. Cause y'all acting like y'all don't remember. Let me refresh y'all memory. Okay. Let me refresh the memory, honey. Y'all forgot Block Bully came and talked to them cheering crazy. Again, this goes back to these little the sensitivities. If somebody talked to me crazy, told me what I ain't gonna do, what I can't do, you think I'm gonna sit down? Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay. Still don't mean nothing. Barnes played with him last year, but Barnes has also brought his little sorry ass teammate there, Otis, excuse my language, from Alabama, who's really turned out to be a bust. So he's more, listen, Barnes don't listen. Here's the thing about last year's players. Last year's players were a great group of young men. So anybody that's on the team this year, they really, if they have not stepped up to the level of last year's players and they have sunken back, they have literally settled into the apathy. Coach Prime said he doesn't have leadership. So on the off season, we were all looking for last year's players to step up and be leaders. You know what I mean? To be the leading dogs, to be leaders. We have not had anybody from last year step up and exemplify their presence this year. I keep dropping the link. Y'all won't come up here. I'm saying it just clicked. It just clicked. Like, oh my God, defense went on strike. They quiet quit. They said get somebody else to do it. Is it because they feel a way that Block Bully came there and talked to them crazy? Like he didn't put his hands on you. Why y'all feel some type of way? I don't care what nobody say. As long as you don't put your hands on me, you can talk all day long. It doesn't matter. That's just me. Hold on, I'm locating this video for us because I saw it last night. I saw it last night. Give me a couple more seconds because I know it's gonna pop up because I think I bookmarked it because somebody had a meme up talking about Block Bully was right. If y'all stop, here it go. I found it. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, you wonderful people of the village. Hold on. I found it, honey. Let's go. Block Bully. Why you talking them people children crazy and now they don't want to play at all?
Got game up. A lot of y'all lazy.
bro.
Let me know when y'all can see it. Let me know when y'all see it on your screen before I hit play. Y'all see it? Okay, let's go.
Bro. Y'all gotta step y'all game up. A lot of y'all lazy. Lazy than bro. Bro. Y'all gotta step y'all game up. A lot of y'all lazy. Lazy than I'm sorry, I can't hold my tongue. Please forgive me, coach, for real. Y'all lazy than
I feel nephew,
bro.
nephew. Hold on, nephew. I feel the same way. I can't hold my tongue no more. I'm sorry. I gotta say it.
Bro. Y'all gotta step y'all game up. A lot of y'all lazy. Lazy than I'm sorry, I can't hold my tongue. Please forgive me, coach, for real. Y'all lazy than bro. Y'all gotta step y'all game up. A lot of y'all lazy. Lazy than I'm sorry, I can't hold my tongue.
So, could it be that they took this personal and decided that they was gonna be injured? That is some passive aggressive mess. That is passive aggression at its highest, and it's so selfish because you let your team go out there and get slaughtered. And I promise, Coach Prime, if they go to another school, I would not give them no recommendation. I'll let the other team figure it out. That's what I just got through saying, Elijah. They have to check something. They have to check the fine details of these children's lives before they go ahead and say, oh, this is a good person for the program. They might be athletic, but can you handle criticism coming from a man? And I'm going to tell you right now, it will be hard to do from a young man who's been under the sensitive voice of their mom all their life. No disrespect to us as women. Women that raise boys, she either has to become more masculine to get him to do certain things, or she's going to be a gentle, nurturing mom, which is what we are designed to do and be. But when that young man has been under the voice, tutelage, instruction, care, and nurturing of their mom their whole life, it's hard to adjust being in an environment and having men in authority over you. They respond differently. I can always identify men who was raised by their mom as opposed to a two-parent home or grew up with their father present. It's easy to identify those type of men. There are things about their personality that stand out that 90% of the time they don't even know that other people see. So we're in an age right now with gentle parenting. Parents, they would rather buy their children things instead of going on a car ride and having that tough conversation, you know. So I'm not gonna hold us too much longer, you guys. I always appreciate y'all for showing up and supporting the channel and supporting the content. Don't forget to look at last night's video, this one right here, that we did right after the game. We were waiting for the presser, but the presser never happened. However, there's a comment. I want y'all to take a look at the comments um that young man put, or that individual put in the comments, which go and show them some love, like up their comment. And I'm gonna see y'all back in the next video. I wish you all a blessed and productive week. I pray that what I said today did not come across as malicious or vindictive in any way, and that it was received with the care and concern that I hopefully that I intended for it to be. This video was not to bash anyone or to hurt their prospects in the future, but it was simply to just provide some insight and constructive criticism and advice to those who might need it. Thank y'all so much, and I will see you all soon.
I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go.